I'm in two minds whether or not to even bother uploading this video. But the fact that I'm recording it means that I'm probably going to upload the video. So I've come out to the chill out spot, as you guys can see from behind me, where I placed the trail camera. Here's the trail camera. I placed it. And I didn't get any of the footage that I actually wanted. Now, what are you thinking? You're thinking, oh, Jace, did you just forget to turn it on or anything like that? No, I've never once forgotten to turn this trail camera on. But when I got here, I'm going to lead up to something as that. When I got here, the trail camera was on the tree that I left it on, but it was pointing slightly further towards the water, and I thought, okay, it's quite a flexible tree, maybe it came loose and it swung around a bit, whatever, not a problem. It happens, it's happened to me before in other places. I usually get some kind of footage out of it, but yeah, it's never perfect. So I thought, whatever, I'll take it off. What I always do before I take the camera down is I'll open it up and I'll turn it off. There's a switch inside that's literally, I showed you in the last video, off. And then there's the middle test mode, which is the mode for setting it up. And then it's fully on then, which is when it's in trail camera mode. Opened it up and the camera was off. And I thought, I know for a fact I never forget to turn this camera on, because it's part of the process of setting the trail camera up to make sure it goes fully into the on position. And then you see a flashing light on the front, which flashes for 10 seconds to tell you that the camera is currently loading into full trail camera mode. And I thought, I did not forget to turn this camera on. So I decided, okay, it's got a tiny screen on the back of it. I'm going to scroll through, see at what point did I turn it off? Did I turn it off? Did I not turn it on? I go through it, I'm scrolling through. There's only 15 videos on the entire camera, which for this area should be in hundreds usually, because usually every movement triggers it in some way, which is why it always catches animals so well. Oh, it found movement, okay. A gentleman started off coming down here. You know, you can see on the camera that he comes down here. He comes down the little pathway by here. And, you know, the camera is not perfectly viewable from the trail over there. So you've got to be looking for it. Plus, it's a camouflage looking camera, so if you put it in trees, from a distance, your eyes can't really see it that well. So unless you come down here to this spot, you won't see it. But the gentleman comes down here with a very purposeful walk. Like he knew that the camera was going to be here, which may or may not be from last week's video, who knows. But he had a very purposeful walk. He came down here with his walking stick, he had a dog lead and everything with him. And he walked up to the camera and he's waving his hand in front of it. I don't know what he thought he would get out of waving his hand in front of it. Didn't see his face, because the camera was quite low down, it's animal height, you know. And nothing happens. He walks away. It's all good. The camera only records in like 3-minute clips at a time, so whatever. Then the video cuts off. And then the next day, you see the same guy again, this time without his stick, wearing the same clothes with the same dog lead. And again, he's wandering around. He's waving his hand in front of it. Still don't get what he thinks he's going to get out of waving his hand in front of it. But then the video goes off. Whatever. You know, you're going to catch people on occasions. Fine. Next video. The next video was the guy's face in his house, followed by his feet, because obviously he had decided to take the camera home. Couldn't work out how to deal with the password on it, because it's password protected, it's pin protected to be more precise. So you have to open it up. If you turn it on into the on position, it just goes into trail camera mode. If you put it into test position, which is how you set up the camera and do all the settings and view the footage, it asks you for a password. He obviously panicked and went, oh bugger, I've stolen a camera that's got a password on it. I'm going to return it back. So he put it back. So my entire footage for the whole time that it was out here was one nighttime shot of the water, which I can't see on the tiny screen whether or not there was an actual animal in it. If there was, I'll pop it in this video. But the end of this video is going to be my actual camera footage. The stuff that I actually caught on camera, which is this gentleman's face while he panics and realizes that, oh, I can't get into this and I can't even work it out. The daft thing about it is you can't get into it because of the password, but when you open it up, the SD card is right there in front of you. It's literally sticking out of the side, right next to the screen. So the person obviously stole the camera. If he'd taken it and destroyed it, whatever, I would have been annoyed. I would have been extremely pissed. Or even if he'd returned it and taken the memory card out of it, that would have been, I would have been pissed, but at least I would have had the camera. I've got the camera and the SD card with the footage of your face on it, if you're watching. Because, as I said, I'll have to check the dates on it, because every single video clip has a time and a date. Actually, it's got time, date, and it's got basic weather information and temperatures and whatever. Don't get me wrong, he returned the camera. He returned the camera with the footage of his own face on it. Police are obviously can't do nothing because he returned the camera, so it's theft, but then also returned. So I'm going to put the guy's face in the end of this video. I don't know why he took it. I don't know what his intention was. Only thing I can think of, as I say, is that he took it, panicked, and then put it back. I imagine if he'd managed to work it out, or managed to use it in any way, other than turning it around and looking at the lens directly so I could see his face, I imagine he wouldn't have brought it back. But he obviously saw the password on it and thought, oh bugger, this is probably something more important than I thought it was, and I've stolen someone's camera. But a lot of these do actually have GPS on them as well. So if you steal them and you walk away with them and you take them home, the GPS location gets attached to the footage. Because the GPS ones have usually got a 5G SIM card in them as well, which sends a signal out to, well, the owner to say whether or not something's been caught on camera. There's one video of his face, and then the next video then, which is the last video the camera ever recorded, was of the guy's feet and part of the room that he was using the camera in. Nothing particularly special. There's no personal information on that bit. And if you're watching the video, buddy, I'm glad you brought the camera back. Maybe this will teach you a lesson for stealing things that are clearly not yours. I don't know. I'm not going to report it to the police, because let's be honest, screen's gone off. Let's be honest, you brought it back, so the police are just going to go, there's no loss. But hopefully this will teach you a lesson for taking things that are not yours. I'm going to put your face in the video. And these videos do usually get shared out to the local Facebook news pages and so on. So there we go. everybody, enjoy the actual footage that my my trail camera caught, because it didn't catch any wildlife as far as I can see. If that one video of the one nighttime shot video of this water actually has wildlife in it, I'll show that as well. But I can't see it on the tiny screen on the camera until I get home. So anyway, don't steal people's stuff. Bye guys. I've decided to add a little bit of bonus footage to this little bit before I show you guys the gentlemen themselves. I've actually, since recording that outdoor section, I've actually had time to go through the video that I have. I got 2 videos. I'm not going to show you the one of the guy's feet. It's pointless. It doesn't really show you anything. But what I noticed is I put the camera out on the 8th. And that's when the first video of the guy shows up. He turns up and he's waving his hands in front of the cameras and he walks off. Like I mentioned in the video, I don't know what his purpose was there. It's just pointless. It didn't do anything. And he disappears. And he goes away, comes back relatively the same time the next day, and he realizes that the camera has 2 latches on the side. And he opens the camera up, which you'll see in the video in a second, and he's fiddling around and whatnot and things like that. And he says something to the camera. Let me quickly get the details up again a minute. He actually says something to the camera, and I couldn't quite work out what it was because it was quite muffled what he was saying. But it turns out Google's Gemini, if I give it a video, Google's Gemini can actually bring the audio out, and it's gonna be, there is swearing. I'm gonna say it, so everyone know, plug your ears if you don't like swearing. The bit that he says, and you'll see it in the video as well in a minute. Fucking shit, piece of shit has a, sorry, I can't read properly apparently. Fucking shit, piece of fucking shit in a case. It's a bit strange. But then he closes the camera up, he puts it back kind of in position, and he walks off. The next video then is him in his house, blatantly his face. Somehow he got around being caught actually taking the camera, which is a little weird. The only thing I can think of is because after that bit when he's fiddling around with the buttons, he does seem to close the camera up, although I don't 100% know if he did close the camera up. The only thing I can think of is maybe he slipped around the back of the camera and like slipped his hand up inside it and turned it off so that he didn't trigger the motion sensor. I don't know. What I do know is it looks very intentional. So clearly the guy's intention was to steal the camera, as far as I can see. So I'm going to let you guys watch the actual video now and decide for yourselves. So again, as I said in the last bit of the last clip, don't steal people's stuff, especially if you don't want to get called out for it. So see you guys in the next proper video. Oh, and unfortunately the only bit of trail camera footage I did actually get did show an animal. It showed a fox, but it was like way off in the distance behind a bush, so it's not worth using.
In the case.